Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to yet another edition on Dr. Day's Econet. Today Dr. Day is going to be making for all of you buttery cabbage. Now this particular vegetable is exclusively cooked in butter and the taste, or you could say the outcome, is commendable. I am teaching you this very recipe because this is my version of making the butter cabbage curry, and it tastes amazing with just even plain rice or maybe even a toast or rotis to go with, which is Indian breads. I've switched on the gas and the pan is kind of heated up. Before we start, I would like to quickly take you through the ingredients which goes into making this very curry. Now to start with, let's start off with the veggies first and then we'll go on to the masalas. First I've taken is fresh peas, a cup of fresh peas, some freshly cut cabbage, then some onions, some washed potatoes. Now I had put them in water for some time so that they don't get oxidized, and just before cooking I've removed so that I can use them fresh. Then I have some freshly chopped organic carrots. Then I have about half a tomato. Now half a tomato, this is de-seeded and only the hard portion of the pulp has been taken. Please remove all the soft portion of the pulp. Then some coriander leaves, fresh coriander leaves for garnishing, which would be used right at the end. Of course, about 2 tablespoons of butter. Coming over to the masalas. Now the quantity of the masalas that you would like to put depends upon individual to individual. So I'm not going to be telling you the quantity as such. What I use, I'm going to be putting in that. You can alter according to your tastes and preferences. So of course, turmeric or haldi. Then Kashmiri lal mirch. You can use normal chili powder also if you want, but Kashmiri lal mirch gives you that beautiful red color and it keeps the veggie less spicy. That's why I prefer that. And then some cumin seeds, which are right here, fresh cumin seeds, and salt for taste. So that's about it for the ingredients. Let's get started as usual. So first I'm going to be adding butter to the pan. It's quite hot. So once I add the butter, I'm going to be adding the cumin seeds to this. There you go, a lot of cumin seeds. Okay, this veggie requires a lot of cumin seeds. Once the cumin seeds are done, of course, onions. So saute these now. We need to caramelize the onions. Now here what is most important is you need to make sure that the onions turn slight brown. Okay, we need to caramelize the onions, only then that crunch would be felt when you have the curry. Okay, saute it on low flame, guys. Don't saute it on high flame, okay, because a lot of people tend to cook it on high flame thinking that the onions will cook faster. No, it will just burn the onions. If you want the onions to cook really well and taste wonderful, you need to cook it on slow flame. Always, whenever you're cooking something, cook it on a low range. It is very important. Now the onions have been sauteing for quite a while and they have turned into this beautiful golden brown color, as you can see. Now this is the point when I'm going to be adding the tomatoes, about half a tomato. Okay. We're going to saute them for a while and allow them to rest for a while in the pan till the time the tomatoes turn soft and tender. Now once this is done, I'm going to be adding now the rest of the veggies. So let's start with potatoes. So I have right now added potatoes, carrots and peas. So I'm going to be sauteing all of this together. Look at the color. Now these need not cook fully. You could just add the masalas and then you can add the cabbage and saute it again and then just allow it to cook. One most important tip being, do not add salt again at this point. Always salt needs to be added once the veggie is ready and before you turn off your gas. So it is important that you add the masalas first, then the cabbage and then saute it. Alright? So let's add the masalas. Now for the masalas, I have some haldi. I'm going to be adding some haldi. Okay, a good amount of haldi. Now turmeric has medicinal properties, so you can add a good amount of turmeric, some Kashmiri lal mirch, a good amount of Kashmiri lal mirch. Saute these well. Now you'll see the kind of color that Kashmiri lal mirch gives. You can just see the side of the pan. I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? So just saute them very well so that the Kashmiri lal mirch releases all its flavors and color. That's why you're going for an organic Kashmiri lal mirch, because the color is amazing. Look at the color. Once that is done, now I'm going to be adding the cabbage. Now I have about 400 grams of cabbage here. We are going to allow this to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes on low flame, and let us come back after that and see and check how the curry has turned out to be. And then at the end we are going to add some salt and garnish it with coriander leaves. Alright, now 15-20 minutes later, now you can see my veggies are completely cooked. They are softened beautifully and the color is mind-boggling. Now I'm going to be adding the coriander onto it. Now before we add the coriander, let me first add salt. Now this is the stage wherein I'm going to be switching off the range, and now I'm going to be adding some salt as per taste, and you could alter it as per your taste, and always keep salt less when it comes to cabbage, because what happens, cabbage becomes quite salty if you add a little bit of salt. So it is very important that leafy vegetables like especially cabbage and spinach, because they already have salt in them, so just make sure that you add little, you taste, and then you can go on with some more. Do not end up adding too much in one go, because then you cannot withdraw it, right? So that's it. Now that is done, you can see there's absolutely no water in the base and it's beautiful. And now I'm going to garnish it finally with some coriander leaves. So there you go, I've put the coriander. Look at the colors, it's so enticing and alluring. Oh my god. Well, I love this. Let me just quickly present this and show to you how it looks. The final look of my veggie butter cabbage curry. I'll be back in just a minute. Ta-da! Here's my cabbage curry all ready and set to be tasted. It looks so divine, doesn't it? Look at the colors and look at the richness. It just looks mouth-watering, isn't it? Well, try this at your home and do let me know as to how it's turned out to be. And use only butter, guys, or ghee in case you don't have butter. But I suggest use only butter, because the kind of taste that comes in this very curry by using butter, none other can match up to that. So look at that.